What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of The Hustle Report.
So I'ma grind all night till I shine all day. I'm gonna grind all night till I shine all day. I'm gonna grind all night till I shine all day.
I just take the sun rays, that's the American way.
All right, now in today's episode, as you all know, hopefully you know, every Tuesday is How to Hustle. That's the name of this episode. And today, I want to talk to you about hoes, all right? Now, don't get me wrong. Personally, I love hoes. I do. And, I think everybody in every situation and everything has a place in this world. There has to be some kind of balance. But there are people that kind of create an imbalance by treating certain things with too much value. For example, you wouldn't spend $100,000 on a Honda, would you? Probably not. But would you spend $100,000 on maybe an Audi or a BMW or Benz or something like that? Of course you would, because the value or the money that you're trying to pay, the price matches the value. But unfortunately, some of y'all out there hustling backwards because you're spending money on people that don't deserve your money. You're spending time on people that don't deserve your time. That's why today's episode is about these hoes. So, hoes. Let's define hoes. First of all, I want to make it very clear. A hoe can be a man or it can be a woman. Straight up. A hoe is basically somebody that just uses you so that they can get what they want from you. All right? They just want to take your time, they want to take your money, they want to take your energy, they want to take your expertise so that they can use whatever it is you're supplying to support their lifestyle or support whatever it is that they want to do. And usually that lifestyle is probably about them being lazy and not doing anything. So, let's talk about it. First of all, when it comes to relationships with people, you got to think of your relationship just like you think about business, all right? It's an investment. So if I'm going to spend my time, money, and energy on somebody, I need to see some kind of return. If I'm the only one that's putting into the relationship, but I can't ever take anything out of the relationship when I need it, then that means that obviously this is a bad situation. So when it comes to people spending money and spending time, spending energy on these hoes, if they're not reciprocating, you got to cut them off. That's exactly what you got to do. Now, I do understand that there's a benefit that hoes give. This is true. But you got to understand what that benefit is and that there's a shelf life of that benefit and there's a time limit. All right? Hoes are for short-term benefit. All right? Think about it. Ladies, if you out there and you with this dude and he ain't good for nothing, you always got to pay for him all the time. You always got to teach him new things. He's not really doing anything for you except maybe one or two things that you enjoy, right? You got to understand that this person is not going to be your life partner. And if he is your life partner, your life is going to significantly decrease. All right? You got to cut that dude off. Straight up. If you the one taking care of him, you need to tell him he got to find somebody else to be his mother. That's real talk. For my men out there, same situation. You with a woman that ain't doing nothing with her life. She's not trying to advance. She's not trying to help you achieve your goals. She's not trying to really do anything other than just look pretty all the time or just sit around and watch TV. You got to cut her loose. Straight up. So you got to think about this investment. All right? What are you getting out what you're putting into the relationship? And that goes for both parties. All right. The other thing that you got to think about is if you are spending time and spending money and spending energy on somebody that's not really bringing anything to the table, that means you hustling backwards. That means that you're not doing anything to push yourself forward, and that person is not helping you push forward. So at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself this question. Am I spending my time, money, and energy to receive something that's going to actually increase the time, money, and energy that I'm putting in, or am I wasting my time, money, and energy? And if the answer is I'm wasting it, then you got to cut that hoe loose ASAP. Thank you for watching. I'll see y'all later this week. This is Pinnacle the Hustler with The Hustle Report.